week, I'm in this photo, pour so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go-getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo, pour so photogenic. All my life I've been a go-getter. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it.
The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Chicago Bears and the Atlanta Falcons. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Dante Pettis now from his end zone.
Dante Pettis under center. The Bears take over first down 10 at their own 20-yard line.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That's a start they can live with. 15 yards on their first play from scrimmage.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And right away, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free. But a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On third down, they go Montgomery. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it. How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Falcons first and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready at the 20. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready. Watch out now. 50 Fury. 22 Needle.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's complete to John Ross. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So first and 10 now from the 30. Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. The Falcons at 2-8 now on the year. They were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Check smash.
On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. This defense for the Bears, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown. So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded just outside the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The 40. Past the 20. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Falcons. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Pettis now from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. From the gun, here's Fields. And this incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defensive credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
That's taken it around the 40. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll set up to throw. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. First and 10, it's Patterson. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard, stop short of the 35.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up, They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Shot, 17. Hey, check Megan.
Here's Patterson again. And some space here. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. 7-7, our score after 1.
Let's go. Black shot. Ready.
They go play action here on first down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Kyler Gordon brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
That was a difficult catch, and I admire the fact that he actually caught the football, worked so hard to get his feet down in bounds, tried to do the toe tap. My dad's an accomplished tap dancer. I'm not sure he would have gotten his feet in on that one.
Is he really?
That he is.
What about young days?
No, it did not. It did not cross.
It didn't carry over.
No, it stopped right there.
Pettis now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Fields throw there, complete to Mooney. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, here's the run to Montgomery. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. And a big play pushes him all the way out to the 40 now for first down. They'll give it to Patterson. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on second down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
They'll go again with Patterson.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That goes as a gain of 36 on third down. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
Here we go, set. 52 blaster. Smash. Ready?
Patterson, he'll try it up the middle. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown. Cordero Patterson. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This fielded right at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember,
touchdown Falcons! Kyle Pitts with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This taken in at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
10 cycles.
On play action, they'll throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Bears are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find him at the wide receiver position, and that was special there. Looks for the out route, and it's complete to Kmet. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Cole Kmet, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Bears get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
For a quick second there, I thought we were about to have a repeat performance of a kickoff return for a touchdown. This guy's on fire today.
Here we go. Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
On the ball.
And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Drake London, his intended target, but it'll be second down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They gave it a shot with a deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
He's going to take another shot here. Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Caught by Montgomery. And he's got some space here. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
That turns into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
A final shot before the break. Fields, man open, that's Kiki QT, complete. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. So we are at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. Fields it right around the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
The safety Landon Collins there to make the tackle. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Once more, they turn to Patterson. They find some open field here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 85 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Hey, computer.
Straight ahead, Patterson. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Dominique Robinson in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Ritter and the Falcons need an answer and a big play here on 3rd and long following the sack. They'll drop to throw. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, Ritter heads to the sideline. Younghoe Koo gets set for the Atlanta field goal. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Now their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. To throw is Fields. His throw incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Over the middle, that's caught by QT. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Here comes the Bears punter now. They'll boot it away from about his 35. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Patterson running between the tackles.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground?
That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. Room here to run. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. That toss play right, we know it's one of the successful plays they have in their arsenal, and they showed you why there.
And remember, in order for it to be successful, because it's a little bit of a slower developing play, those blocks at the line of scrimmage have to be kept, have to be held, so that the runner can get to the corner and turn it upfield.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, if you like the guys who run the ball, you're enjoying watching this. But the other guys, especially the defense coordinator, trying to figure out an answer on how to slow down the running game, I think maybe starts to call more blitzes, because you can call run blitzes in order to try and get more people to the point of attack.
He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he's got it here for the 2 points, but there is a marker down, so we'll have to see what that's about. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out, but all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A shotgun snap, Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That's a gain of 31 with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Fields leaving it with Montgomery here on the option. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it, because you're running away from people.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And the slot man goes in motion left. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Bears on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. From the 50, here's Fields. That's complete to Mooney. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 30. Now it's Fields. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Montgomery. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Montgomery, another target and catch. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 14. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Fields. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. N'Keal Harry, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Santos now to add the PAT. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Makes the score Falcons 35, Bears 21.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Shot 17.
Out of the gun, a run with Patterson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And some room to roam now. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. They go play action here on 1st down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Eddie Jackson picks it, and the Bears are right back in this football game. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Here's Fields. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
To throw again on 2nd down. Fields. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. picked off by A.J. Terrell. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. They're part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick six on the other side, and now they get a pick six of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick six from earlier in this game?
Fielded just outside the goal line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it second down. They're giving those short little routes, tackled him in bounds too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you've got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Fourth down, Fields has to have this one. Complete to Mooney on the slant. They juked him, and he will finally be escorted out of bounds, down inside the 35. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Fields throwing again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, no steal.
A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And he's got room. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
97.
That one looks like he'll throw here. This one left side caught by Patterson. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. Oh, look at the juke. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll run with Patterson. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Cordero Patterson with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because They're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
That's going to be caught downfield by Mooney. Touchdown, Chicago! Darnell Mooney, 36 yards. And the Bears get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Bears 28.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. Yet another touchdown in what has just been a high-scoring affair, a fun one to watch, and it's the rookie quarterback.